Good morning, folks. We'll be starting in just a second. All right. Let's get this party started, shall we? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let's say hello to everybody and let's get this thing going. It's cold here today. Didn't even turn the heater on last night. It was so cold, though. All right. Let's say hello to everybody. We got Ample IQ Johnny. We got Devin, Harriam, Dragon Dawn. Good morning. Good morning, Bill. Brian, Ivan, RBX10. Sorry, Ivan, Ivano, not Ivan. I apologize. I didn't mean to call you Ivan. Seth, Richard, Jody, Virtuvian. Good morning, Fred. Deanna, Vernon, Julio, Steve, Sherman, Pete, Dave, Alan, James, Yuri, Al, George, Mark, Kevin. Good morning, Kevin. Mind, Walter. Good morning, everybody. Cam, good morning. Minnesota Matt's in the house. Catherine, Harold, Becky, Richie, good morning. Cheese Grade Trader, Scott, Javad, Matt, Jill, good morning. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. I don't know if you saw Clyde. Clyde is he's in full form today. Here's Mr. Clyde. He's got that look. He's got the underwater basket weaving book and everything. He's ready to go. Happy St. Patty's Day, everybody. Catherine, Harold, Becky, Richie, Cheese Grade Trader, good morning to you. Scott, Javad, Matt, Jill, Murray. Good morning, Murray from Publix. Yeah, up since 4 a.m. Joel, Illinois grain farmer. Pete, Art, Mitch, good morning. Stan, Dave, Ladorsky, Jesse, Kevin, Robert, Dave, Ray, Stacy, Sin, Raj, Moondog, Russ, Roddy. Good morning, everybody. Frex, Paragonian. Good morning. Good morning. A lot of people in here today. We got Genevieve. Good morning, Sandy. Good morning. Don, Mookie, Lloyd, Tom, John, Jason, High Grounder, Ivan, Arnolfo, Joe, Hopium, Attic. Good morning. Colette, Brian, Bullrider, Keith, Kevin, James, Ralph, Mark, Shaman, Stacy. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Texas Kirk, good morning. Randy, Chris, Scampy, Eduardo, Peanut, good morning. Mary, Goose, Charlie, Doug, good morning, Mary, Joe, Paul, Lloyd, Henry, Captain Beef. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy, what is it, Tuesday today? I can't believe it's Tuesday. Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. We'll be starting in just 1 minute. Just a couple of quick notes. Please make sure that you guys are watching in 1080p, not auto like I am right now, but 1080p. It'll improve your quality and your relationship with the screen because you'll actually be able to see everything pretty much live. Okay. Also, while you're there, if you guys don't mind, give us a 1 thumbs up right here and join our channel right here. I can't join our channel because I'm logged in, but you guys can press the join button and then you'll be notified immediately when we're live. We have almost double the number of people in this room that we've had 10 days ago. We had 22,000 people. We have now 38,000 people. So we have quite a lot of people. As soon as we get to 44, we'll double the size of this room. It takes about 90 days for folks to assimilate to me, to get used to me. So I'm expecting a lot more people to actually engage with us over the next couple of months. If you're new here, please say hello. We're not going to bite. We don't bite. We got Duff. We got Carlo. We got Wes. We got Kurt, Steve, Whitco, Rihanna, Diamond, Jen, Ernest, Gregory, Manuel, Lawrence, Greg, Tom, Gino, Bill. Good morning, Daryl. CJ. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Lloyd, Ed. A few things before we begin, and then we're just about to start. Usually it takes us a little bit of time to get going. Here's the link to the VIP room today, where I'll be doing live trades and picking live trades and showing you more examples of spreads. As a matter of fact, here's my agenda. Top stocks, market analysis, how stock gets on my pit watch list. What happens for the entry trigger after the stock hits my watch list? A lot of folks email me and say, well, here's a stock on your watch list, but how does it become an actual trade? Why every trade starts out as a swing trade, how I select options for pit trades, the type of bonus trades we do in the pit, and more importantly, a lot of the stuff we use in the pit, I use in my other programs. You guys definitely want to check it out. And I'll also show you my new scalp trades that we've been doing in the pit. People have been loving those scalp trades. So it's been really good. George, William, good morning. Don, good morning. Bob, good morning. Gregory, Joe, good morning. Leo, good morning, everybody. Richard, folks, if I'm missing your name, I apologize. I'm not doing it on purpose. Again, here I just posted the link to the Zoom room. Here's the link to the Telegram channel where I'm about to start posting a lot of goodies. Hey, Porkies, Mike, good to see everybody. And here's a link to Customer Service Live. It's Taco Tuesday, which means Goose and Cam are going to be talking about TradingView, and TradingView. That's right, TradingView Tuesday. We'll answer questions about how to use various indicators on TradingView. Perfect. Hey, Trone, good to see you. Good morning, everybody. All right, let's get into market action. We've got a lot to talk about today. And folks, if you have questions, not customer service questions, here is my email address. And if you're new here, welcome. To end quarterly report requirement, is that true? I have not read that, Stacy. I did not read that. And if they do, that's not going to be really great for the market because the market will get less of a catalyst. I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not. And even if the even if the SEC does get rid of it, doesn't mean the companies have to do it. We'll see. We'll see how it happens. I know it's a big expense for them to do it quarterly, but it helps us analyze price action. So don't really want to see that happen. Okay. So how's the market looking today? We're down a hair. This is randomness. Okay. Yesterday we were down beyond randomness. This is randomness. Okay. This is randomness. As far as Fed data today, we have FOMC beginning. Tomorrow we have the announcement. Large institutions are not going to blow their wad today on the markets with the press conference tomorrow. So I am expecting a slightly muted session today, although we do have a 20-year bond auction at 1 p.m. We have housing starts and permits. This is a delayed report. I don't think it's going to give us anything, especially in light of the fact that the war is going so nuts. Hey, Karen the Shark, good to see you here. Good to see you. All right, so we are still in this area here. Tomorrow we've got PPI that's delayed. We got factory orders. This report will be interesting. The biggest report is going to be the press conference where Powell is going to tell us how the war has changed their trajectory. I'm expecting him to do the prudent thing and say we're obviously not going to do anything because we need to see how this war impacts the numbers. You know, he's a numbers guy. He's not just to feel I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and he doesn't do that. I know somebody else that does that, but our Powell doesn't do that. Okay, bond market. Bond market's not doing anything. It's not giving us any sign of relief. I mean, if you call this a bounce after this, I'm not calling this much of a bounce. I need to see a parabolic move. To me, it looks like bonds are getting pretty warm and fuzzy in this neighborhood. If that's the case, we're getting pretty inflationary here, which is pretty common when you have a war. If you don't want a war, if you don't want inflation, don't start a war, right? I mean, duh, right? Gold is coming off. This is inflationary. Now, we're still above the 50-day moving average, and we've only been below this line for 2 days. I'm going to start calling it another move down after we're done with this area right here, which is at 48.50. Till we're there, uh, you mean right here? Right here is 48.66. Okay, that's the level. Hey, Rock, Kai, Peter, good morning, Alpha Diaz. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Next Gen. Diamond, Jen, good morning, Harry. Good morning, Steve. Good morning. Okay, folks, please, let's not get, I don't want to get into politics, but I'm just telling you right now that we're starting to drift below the 50-day moving average. This is still pretty much in line with this structure. So until we break this level, which is around the 4900, 4850, we're going to be in this structure. Once we break, we're going to start heading towards the 100-day. And this is our next structure. I'm just going to continue it for you right here. And you could see right here where I got it. You could see it right here. See how it moves along with this structure? Basically, before gold started going crazy, this is the natural inclination of its upside. So don't be surprised if gold really takes a big dump to bottom out around 4,000 and start rebuilding an uptrend once again. Don't be surprised if we see that. Okay. As a matter of fact, I'm going to post this for you right now. Might as well have this. Okay. The natural growth line or trajectory for gold is actually near the 200-day line below. If we take a dump, a big dump on gold, I'm expecting the 4,000 level to hold. If you look back, you can see how the trend line reverts back to that level, the long-term trend. Okay, you could see it right here. You see it right here. How it, if you've just followed this trend right here, it just continues going up here, which is right the 200-day moving average. Okay. Powell is no longer pointing the finger at tariffs as the reason to keep interest rates down. Has a new target, the war, when the real reason is drop of the dollar. We don't need to be lowering rates right now, period. I don't care the reason why. We don't need to be lowering rates right now. And by the way, tariffs, last time I checked, Jack, there is no tariffs right now, except for the 10% that Trump posted. We don't need to play wait and see. We already know what the rate is. It's going to be 10% unless we hear otherwise. He can actually start extrapolating things based on the fact that those tariffs have been struck down by the Supreme Court. Okay. US dollar. US dollar is coming down. This is deflationary. I needed to see it coming down right here. Okay. I need to see it come down right below this level. Okay. And we don't really know what Powell is pointing to till tomorrow, Jack. We'll find out what he's pointing to tomorrow at 2:30. He hasn't spoken since we started this. So we'll see what he's pointing to tomorrow. We need to break below 99.3, right? 99.3. But so far, we haven't broken this uptrend just yet. Okay. Good morning, Bobby, Kurt, Laura, Jeremiah, Kevin, Jerry. Good morning. More likely Powell will not change rates. No, it's not more likely. It's a fact that he's not going to change rates. And it has nothing to do with the market being disappointed. You're misfocusing. Your logic is completely misfocused, Tiago. Okay, so far this trend has not been broken. So far this trend has not been broken. Okay, let's see if we can break this trend. If we break this trend, we're going to start getting deflationary. Okay, crude oil. What's crude oil doing? Remember what I told you. The best gauge of whether we're still at war is going to be crude oil and volatility. Crude oil has not backed below this level right here. This is creating a short-term support. We need to get over here. I'm going to post this for you again, as I've been doing every day. Hey, Hawkeye. Hey, Jack. Yeah, tomorrow we'll find out what he's saying. We don't know what he's saying yet, Jack. We'll know soon enough when he talks. Okay. Energy, crude oil has not begun reverting to the bottom of the shadow area, which tells us there's no end of war in sight. Okay. Remember, I told you crude oil has to be here, not here. This is war. This is no war. It's that simple. Hey, Eagle Beagle. Good to see you, man. Always good to see my Eagle Beagle here. All right. Let's continue. Bitcoin. Bitcoin, folks, is finally starting to break out. The problem is it's got a lot of resistance here. It's got to get above this area. But I will post it for you. Okay. Need to get above here. I'll feel much more I'm writing this for you guys right now in real time on Telegram. Comfortable with cryptos if Bitcoin trades above the 50-day line. X marks the spot. Okay? X marks the spot. All right. All right, China. China is reverting. Look at that. Remember, I was debating whether this is going to be a V bounce recovery, which should have happened right here, and then it started getting choppy. And finally, now every time I say it's getting choppy, it starts to trend. Every time I say it starts to trend, it gets choppy. I mean, in theory, this could still be a nice V recovery, but we'll see. I think it's going to just chop around here and then come back down. But hey, I've been disappointed, or I've been wrong before many times. How you doing, Dave? Good to see you here. Good to see everybody. All right, let's get into the catalyst. Who has the catalysts for today? I'll start reading this. Usually Minnesota Matt, a couple of other guys get going hot and heavy. I'll make this a little bigger so you guys can see. Attacks on critical energy infrastructure in the Middle East sparked a fresh climb in crude oil prices. Actually, that's not true. Crude oil is not doing crude oil is not making a fresh high in crude oil prices. Crude oil is staying right here in this range, which is actually positive because it seems to me that this war is escalating, but crude oil is not going higher. If you see more attacks and crude oil breaking below 91.50, if you see the war escalating and crude oil breaking down, that means investors believe it's going to be over sooner than later. So far, we're not really seeing it. We're not seeing a breakdown, but we're not seeing escalation. Okay. All right. Minnesota Matt coming in heavy. Consumer discretionary, healthcare, crude oil, Fed data. That's what I've got. Let's see if anybody has got something different. So oil prices do not. There is no fresh climb in oil prices. Now, you see, this is trying to get you involved in oil prices going higher, but oil prices have not gone higher. Even though we've had energy infrastructure attacks, we have not gone higher on crude oil. I repeat, we have not gone higher on crude oil. I'm going to post this for you right now. Here. The news this morning is telling us that crude is climbing because of fresh attacks on Iran's infrastructure. As you can see from the graph above, crude oil has not gone higher at all in light of these attacks. That is positive. Okay? If you hear more attacks, more war, and you see crude oil coming down or just staying here, that's a very bullish sign for the economy. That's a sign that we're assimilating this war. which is the best thing possible. Richard, Fed, healthcare, oil, consumer discretionary, pharma. Uh, yeah, yeah, same as Matt. You guys are right 100% on the same. Healthcare and pharma, same thing. Consumer discretionary, crude oil, Fed data. Yeah, that's what I got. You guys got it right. Good job. Good job. Folks, again, real quick. I'll be in the VIP room today breaking down a lot of very cool concepts that I use for swing trading in the pit, day trading, and show you my new scalp trades. A lot of people have not seen them. This is the Telegram channel. I've been posting stuff all morning for you. Look, I'm posting all of these goodies for you. Okay? It doesn't cost anything. Highly suggest you join. And here's Customer Service Live, Taco Tuesday today, Trading View Tuesday, all the good stuff. All right. And hopefully you guys took profit on WDC in the pit yesterday. And hopefully you took profit on, what was the other trade? And thank you. Your wife, you made your wife attend it. Well, today will be even better. Look at all my family who are gone due to wars. Everyone pray Ukraine have peace soon. Absolutely, Eagle Beagle. Absolutely. This war is crazy. Absolutely. Thank you, Stefan. Appreciate that. Okay. Adele, thank you. Yes, we made money on Dell. Yes, I forget. We do close out a lot of trades. We made money on Dell in the pit yesterday, and we made money on WDC yesterday in the pit. All right. So let's continue. Crude oil climbed over 3% after Iran intensified attacks on energy infrastructure around Persian Gulf. In the latest development, operations were halted at Emiratis, while Iraq oil fields and major Emirati ports were struck by Iranian drones and missiles. No immediate relief emerged from Straits of Hormuz, as several U.S. allies rejected President Trump's request to help reopen the key route. The Middle East conflict is now in its 18th day. Reuters reported that Iran has rejected proposal to ease tension. Beyond the only thing we're really looking at right now, as far as Fed data is concerned, is the FOMC and the war. That's really the only thing on the agenda right now. Good morning, Sergey. Stefan, I think I heard from your wife on that. Thanks. That's right, Dell. Trump going for Cuba now? Oy vey. Oh, yeah. How about we just stick to America? Right? How about we just stick to helping those people who are eating cats in Ohio, right? Oh, wait a minute. After our president got elected, people all of a sudden stopped eating cats in Ohio. Oh, okay. I forgot about that. Nobody was eating cats in Ohio, by the way. Okay. Chips and AI stocks rallied yesterday. ARM, Meta, there was layoffs yesterday. Dollar Tree advanced 6%. That's very positive. Fertilizer stocks. I'm glad we got out of CF. We had this in the pit. We made good money on this in the pit last week, but we got out of it before it crashed, which was good. It got downgraded. Industrial production rose. No real major news day. The Fed kicks off its two-day meeting later in the day. The central bank is widely expected to keep Fed. Nobody is going to make it. Only a lunatic would make adjustments on interest rates during a war. Okay. Or somebody who doesn't understand anything about economy. Okay. I mean, come on. What kind of a moron would want to lower rates during war? Okay. I mean, come on. The key question for market watchers will be what signal the Fed delivers on outlook of rate cuts in the months ahead, and renewed tremors in the labor market and Middle East conflict that has driven oil prices sharply higher. Investors will closely watch Jerome Powell's meeting so that he can possibly tell us what he's actually thinking. The odds are he's going to say, we don't know what will happen with crude oil. We don't know how long this war will continue. We don't know after Trump got denied his tariffs. We are in a world of unknown. And as a result of that, we're not going to do anything. Okay. Oh, wow. Here's President Trump. Oh boy, again, here we go. He's like an Energizer bunny. He urged Powell to cut rates. He's starting a war. He's causing havoc with tariffs, and he's asking Powell to cut rates. I mean, come on, man. You can't cut rates during a war. That doesn't work. Cut rates right now, immediately. Yes, Powell's going to cut. Saying the White House meeting at the central bank should have a special meeting. Dude, go fight your war. Go take over Cuba, please. You've done enough. I mean, come on. A third grade student should know that. Really? Well, I've been doing this for 32 years, and I've worked with two guys who advised the White House during war. And the last thing anybody would want to do is lower rates during war. Oy vey. All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to get so wound up. Folks, we don't cut interest rates during wars. We don't do that, okay? We raise interest rates during wars. We don't cut interest rates during wars. Interest rates are inflationary. Earnings, Lululemon's going to come out, Okla, DocuSign. Europe is up, not down, up 0.15 this morning as investors keep a close eye on development in the Middle East. The conflict in the Middle East shows no signs of easing as Iran launched fresh attacks, but crude oil is not going higher. That's a very, very positive sign. Politics. What politics? This is the cover of bar chart. What politics? This is literally the cover of bar chart. What politics? Folks, please don't bring politics. Don't just because you don't like what I have to say, don't pull the politics card. I'm reading the cover of bar charts. So far, I haven't said anything political. This is financial. Lowering rates is financial. It's not political. Okay. All right. Even Kramer not reducing. How about us getting that check? Okay. Come on, guys. Who would lower rates during a war? I mean, that's just classic economics 101. All right. They kicked off its 2-day meeting. And by the way, for anybody who thinks I'm reading politics, this is the cover of bar chart. It doesn't get any more financial than this. Okay. All right. Europe is up 0.15. Utility stocks viewed as defensive outperformed on Tuesday. I warned you last Friday that utilities are opening a 2-week very strong seasonal period right now. Okay. Yes, interest rates will go higher if the war drags on. That's usually how it works, unless I missed something in the last 32 years. I agree with you, Kevin. And I by the way, my personal opinion, I think U.S. should have taken over Cuba 50 years ago. Okay. I think nobody wants us to do it more than Cuba at this point. All right. All right. Let's continue. The dollar staying steady. You think the market is assimilating the war. I think the only way to see if the market's assimilating the war is to see if crude oil and volatility start moving down, Stacy, as the war continues, which is what I've been saying every single day, 10 times per day. And I'm still going to say the exact same thing, Stacy, not the US dollar. Crude, yes. Crude, yes. You're absolutely right. Crude and volatility. Those are the two things. I think financials were pricing this war in 2 weeks before it happened. Because if you look, Mookie, financials were going down about 2-3 weeks before this war started, and they've actually started getting choppy afterwards. Take a look at Lemonade and Roblox. Mookie, take a look at Lemonade and Roblox and look at when they stopped going down and started going sideways. That's my answer to your question, Mookie, is take a look at Lemonade, LMND, and take a look at Roblox. Not Roblox, Rocket Lab. Sorry. Rocket Lab, not Roblox. Excuse me. Rocket Lab and Lemonade, those two stocks. Take a look at when those two stocks started going down and take a look at when those two stocks stopped going down, Mookie, and your question will be answered immediately. It'll stare your answer will be in front of your face. Yeah. All right. So crude oil is not going higher as the events in the Middle East are getting worse. That's a positive sign. Okay. Bitcoin, as I've already mentioned, let's continue. Europe is up just a little bit. Utility stocks going up. China closed. Let's see what time it is. I don't want to be late for work. China closed lower today as increased tension in the Middle East continues to unsettle investors. Energy stocks tanked, sank Tuesday, even as oil prices climbed on renewed supply fears. That's good. That's good. That's a good sign. Sentiment also weakened after US President Trump said he has asked China to postpone a summit by a month, saying it was important for him to stay in Washington to oversee the war. That makes perfect sense. Japan gave up earlier gains, ended lower today as Middle East conflict kept investors on edge, but Nikkei initially rose 1.2%. However, benchmark index turned lower after U.S. futures slid after oil prices resumed their climb. They did not resume their climb, folks. Again, here's crude oil. Nothing resumed its climb. Again, nothing resumed its climb. To resume its climb, it would have to trade above 100. As you could see right here, this is crude oil futures. So I'm just telling you how it is. Pre-market mags are down only half, not a big concern. I've said many times that cruise ship stocks should be coming down. They've been coming down. Lily's down 1%, not huge, and Align is up 1%. All right. Okay. Let's talk about the stock market. We now have still 46% of stocks. Let me just make sure this is current. We still have 46% of stocks below the 200-day moving average. That's very, very low. The Dow's now at 50. The Russells, all the Russells, including Russell 1000, which is large caps, 46%. This is very bad. S&P's at 49%. Not great. Again, 49%. I've showed you yesterday how a lot of these sectors are starting to show bottoming patterns. I showed you financials yesterday, right? I've shown you momentum levels on the SPY. And financials, by the way, I want to show you guys something on financials. Okay. Remember, I showed you this on financials the other day, how financial stocks here. This is financial over the last year. Okay. This is financial over the last 2 years. Look at where we're at. Look at financials over the last 5 years. Look at where we're at. Do you guys think financials are going to go lower? Financials are already bouncing. Do you guys think financials are going to go much lower? This is momentum levels on financials. This is only over the last 5 years. I'm going to post this for you on Telegram, okay? So you could see that financials are bottoming out, at least for now. Let me ask you guys, is this helpful to you? Momentum levels on financials are near 5-year lows. They already started bouncing a few days back, as you can see by the graph. Is this helpful to you guys? Well, if you want to see this chart during the day, you should subscribe to our Telegram channel where I just posted it. Here. There you go. And folks, if you're just coming in here right now, I'm about to get into the hot and heavy portion. Please make sure you're watching at 1080p right here. Not auto, but 1080p, and give us a thumbs up one time if this is benefiting you. Okay? Right now we have 191 thumbs up. Also, subscribe to our channel right here, and you'll be notified when we post new videos. And if you're new here, please say hello. We won't bite. Actually, we'll try to help you. Let me show you some more momentum levels. So you saw financials just now. Look at industrial stocks. Look at industrial stocks. Hold on. This is momentum. This is just momentum. This is only 15 years of data, okay? Only 15 years. So this is where we're at with industrial stocks. So hold on a sec. Now, we could go lower, as you could see here, but in the last 15 years, we went lower than the current level once, twice, three, four, five, six times. So once every 2 years, we go lower than this. Okay, so let me post this for you guys. Momentum levels on industrial stocks appear to be near a 15-year low, as you can see from the graph above, which is a 15-year monthly. Let me know if this is helpful. That's momentum levels, okay? That's on industrial. How about financials? Oh, we already looked at financials. How about here? Healthcare. Look at healthcare. I'm sure Kramer has all this ready to go for you today. Oops. Let's go 15 years, okay? So look at where healthcare is. This is momentum levels. Even if the market goes down, it needs to have a huge bounce at this point. Look at where momentum is. Healthcare momentum levels are at the lowest level in only 15 years, as you can see from the graph above. Okay? Just wanted to show you guys this. Things are not, don't start freaking out because we're getting near the bottom. Okay? All right. What about instant momentum levels? Well, this is important. I hope you guys have a piece of paper and a pen here. Hopefully this is useful to you. Okay, so yesterday we had 544 stocks breaking down, making a 20-day, 1 month low. The day before that, we have 690 stocks. Today, we have 102. We don't have much momentum to the downside. I predicted on Friday that this number will start rapidly increasing. If you guys remember, you were all here. And then we had 544. And then yesterday morning, I said, I'd like to see this number at least at half of what at the best half of what this is. That would be about 270. Well, the number's actually way better than half. It's only 100. Okay. The problem is that momentum hasn't transferred to upside momentum just yet. So we're getting back to choppiness. Okay. Put the call ratio told us yesterday that put buyers, excuse me, sorry about that. Put buyers got ahead of themselves once again, which means we're looking for a bullish move right now. Here, put buyers just can't help themselves. Okay. Heavy put buying last few days. This is telling us that put buyers are getting a bit ahead of themselves and usually turns around, as you can see from the history of this graph. I'm posting this for you on Telegram. So you see how when it comes here, it comes here. When it comes there, it comes here. But it's got to get above this level. Well, it's got above this level twice right now. All right. So put buyers are getting a bit ahead of themselves, okay? Here. Did I post this for you? Yes, I posted this for you. All right. I'm hoping that you guys are actually watching this. Volatility. Hey, guess what? How many times did we read in the report just now that crude oil prices are getting higher? That their energy. I read it several times, right? But when I showed you this, crude oil was not going higher. As a matter of fact, crude oil right now is down ticking, as you could see right here. I'm talking about this bar right here. Look at the last hour. See, it's down ticking. It's not up ticking right now. It's not up ticking. Okay. It's not upticking. Now, it's not, don't get me wrong, it's not imploding, but it's not upticking above this area. But look at volatility. Volatility's coming down. That's a really, really good sign. So you've got a bunch of sectors that are overextended to the downside, including healthcare, financial, and what was it? Healthcare, industrial, and financial. And at the same time, volatility is starting to move lower. Remember, once we get here, the war is priced into the market unless Trump wants to start another war. I'm just messing around. All right. I'm going to post this for you. Volatility levels are actually starting to decline a little bit, and energy is not going higher, as you can see from the graph above. This is bullish. That's slightly bullish. It's not bearish. I'm not going to say it's here. I'm going to say, I'm not going to, I don't want, I'm going to change. This is not bearish, neutral to bullish, actually. Okay. So remember what I told you 100 times by now. Volatility and crude oil will tell us when this war is over. It's a wedge near the center. Yeah, Jeff. Yes, Jeff. It's not really going down, but it's not going up. It's not breaking higher. Basically, the war is escalating, but crude oil is not buying it. That's the best. That's like the best possible thing that can happen. Okay. All right. So volatility is actually declining. We're actually only at 22 right now. You know, if this war is escalating, I would expect us to go higher. It means we're assimilating. We're assimilating. We're assimilating. Okay. Here, let's look at USO. No, USO is not going higher. Again, Sylvia, you see what you're writing? You're writing USO is up today, and people are reading it, and they're going, maybe Sylvia's right, but it's not. It's not above this level, you see? It's not above the breakout level. So just like crude oil. Look at crude oil. See, we're not above the breakout level. So it's not. It's not going higher. It's holding on. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I see. I'm not going to mince words. I'm not going to mince technicals either. So, but volatility is coming down. That's very, very positive. Okay, let's look at SPY. SPY is holding on to this level, just going sideways. We need to break above 676. 670. We need to get above 676. I'm just going to post this for you. And I'm hoping that me posting this is being helpful to you. Need to get above this level right here. SPY needs to get above 686 level. Okay. QQQ is going choppy. We got to get above 604, 605. We got to get above 606 actually. 605. We got to get above right here. We got to get above here. Okay. Mags still going sideways. We got to get above the 200-day moving average. Okay. Here, let me actually. We need to get above the 200-day moving average right here. Mags need to get above the 200-day moving average, which is near 62, which is near or above 62 level. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Semiconductors. Semiconductors need to get above the 50-day moving average. But I will say this, we're not breaking this area right here. We're not breaking this area. Very important. So chips need to get it back above the 50-day moving average. Chips need to get above the 50-day line above. Okay. I already talked about cryptos. What about sectors? Are sectors aligned? Let's see if the stars are aligned. You got Bitcoin, you got utilities, energy, then whenever you have semiconductors near utilities, you know things are not going right. Consumer staples near technology, that's great. QQQ next to materials, okay. Communication and consumer discretionary down here. Biotech, no, you've got a mixed bag. Very, very mixed bag here at best, okay? But what I really like is the fact that volatility is coming off right now, and the fact that crude oil did not make a higher high, and it's actually closer to this level, 92 level, which is fantastic. And if you look at USO, you could see that even in this morning, USO, it was down 4%. It's only up 2.65, and it's not above the high. It's not above this area. That's what's huge for me. Okay? Huge, huge. Folks, again, VIP room today. A lot of people are coming in here right now. VIP room starts at noon. Here's the link. Don't miss out. Here's the Telegram channel where I'm posting all of the goodies right now. And here is Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. Taco Tuesday today, Trading View Tuesday. Okay. By the way, volume is coming down on crude oil too, which is a good sign. Okay, let's talk about levels, right? I know you guys love when I talk about levels. Let's put our levels here. And let's go back to the SPY. What in God's name is going on here? Oh, my computer's stuck. That's great. Hold on one second. Let's see. Okay, here we are. I could do it right here. Just give me a second, folks. Something going on with my TC2000 here. Okay, let me just restart it real quick. It just takes a second. TC2000 is very, very fast. Okay. Okay. Let's redo these here. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. A lot of levels today. Look how the SPY has been going up. Look at this. We gapped down overnight, and we've been going straight up. That's a very good sign. Very, very good sign. Okay, let me give you this one. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Bob is doing something this morning. Thanks, C. Fazio. Yeah, Bob's got some personal issues he's got to deal with today. He was around yesterday and this morning, actually. SPY levels. We've been moving higher all night, by the way. Oh, my wife just woke up. She's in San Francisco. She landed last night at right around midnight our time, traveling all day. She must be exhausted. Here's QQQ. Let me fix these for you. As most of you know, my wife has left me. She has left me to take my daughter to San Francisco for spring break. She wanted me to come with her, but I said no because I can't seem to leave you guys alone. I can't leave you alone to your own devices. I don't trust you all. You guys will start doing something crazy, selling naked puts or something on the market without me. So I told her my people need me, and Clyde and I stayed home. Here's QQQ levels. I'm posting these for you guys. I'm posting these for you. Yeah, she's up early. Well, it's about 6 a.m. Pacific. I mean, Eastern time. Remember, she's still Eastern time zone. We do need, yeah, you guys need constant supervision, and I need constant supervision. That's what she says. You should see. She put all the dogs to the little dogs are in my in-laws. The big dogs are at the dog sitter. She doesn't trust me babysitting the dogs. She barely lets me babysit the cats. My wife does not have a lot of trust in my parenting abilities for obvious reasons. All right, let's delete this. I'm like a big child. I really am. Thank God I know how to trade. Otherwise, I don't know what I'd do with myself. Okay, these levels are good. Jack, she's going to be interviewing in the next couple of weeks, several schools, but she's partial to George, Mary and George and Mary in I think it's called George and Mary something Mary in the oldest law school in the country. William and Mary, William and not with George and Mary, William and Mary, William and Mary. And she's still waiting. She got a scholarship in every school she applied to. She's waiting to hear back from Georgetown and Boston University. But if she doesn't hear from them, she's going to go to William and Mary, I think. And she also interviewed George Washington interview. She got accepted there, but I think she likes William and Mary better. She's a smart cookie. She got accepted to UF on a scholarship. All the schools she got accepted to are on a scholarship. She did really well on the LSAT. She got a 96th percentile, and her GPA is 3.83. There you go. William and Mary. Yes, William and Mary. Yes, she's definitely going to practice law. She was born a lawyer. Rich enough to stay. We cannot pay you enough to stay on the show. I'm not going anywhere. Yes, Willisburg is a nice town. She likes Virginia. That's another reason why. I'm very proud. I'm very proud. And my son is in Australia, learning how to be a kangaroo doctor with his fiance. I'm very proud of my kids. And then there's my daughter Rachel, who's 12 years old. And honestly, between you and I hope she stays home, doesn't go to any college, and does something simple and just spends time with her parents. I just want her around me. That's all. I'm sick of this kids leaving to Australia, Virginia. I just want my kids close to me. Okay, I'm just giving you these levels while I'm chit-chatting with you. Let's draw that here. And up down there. Okay, that's what we got on the Russells so far. They're good kids. They really are good kids. Most importantly, they're good people. And they're not spoiled, which is great. All right. You too, David. Happy St. Patrick's Day. They don't want to be traders. Maybe for Rachel. Maybe my hope is still Rachel will be a trade. That would be a dream for me. Had already gotten into law. There you go, Jack. Yeah, oldest law school in the country. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Bond levels. Let's give you bond levels. Yeah, Mike. I don't know if my kids. I don't know. I've never. My wife has always been the disciplinary in the family. I just always chill with the kids and have fun with them. Okay. Those are some levels for you. Let me give you some more levels here at the top here. All right. I'm really happy the bond is moving higher. I'm going to tell you something. The market is starting, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, this market is starting to assimilate this war, which is the best thing possible. Because the sooner we price this war in, the lesser it'll impact the economy. Um, Long bond via TLT levels. Okay. Someone's got to be a good cop. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, it would be great if Rachel started to trade. And Rachel has the best personality. Rachel's like she's very even. She would be a good trader. All right. Let me give you guys stocks that I'm looking at this morning, okay? All right. Short side first. And then I got to get out of here. I got to scram. Kevin, my wife and I, we talk about empty nesters. And one of the things about my wife and I, we are really, really good friends. And we've remained best friends even as our kids grew. And I know a lot of parents, they're like, oh my God, our kids are moving out. They're going to college. What am I going to do with ourselves? That never happened with my wife and I. My wife and I, we stuck together. We're really tight. So we're kind of like, hey, we don't mind being empty nesters and we're looking forward to grandkids. We don't, neither of us mind that at all. That does not, I'm glad my kids are, moving on and out and getting on with their life. So we're good with that. Jen, plus you guys know I have the market. The market is my life. I love the market. So, and my wife loves law and teaching people, and she's got her charity. So we're doing good. We're happy. Basically, what I'm saying is our kids were never our life. We had our own life without our kids. Our kids was just gravy. RHI, VNO. It's a real estate trust coming down right now. GPC. And some of you will meet my wife. She'll be here. She'll stop by. She'll stop by in April when we have the room. She'll be here, and she'll be here. So you guys will get a chance to meet her. And a lot of you have already met my wife. She was here at dinner last time. She's a very cool person. She's a very nice lady. She's not difficult. She's very easy, and she's very friendly. I may even bring Harry. I have a special service dog. His name is Harry. And last time she brought Harry to the event, and people were hanging out with Harry. He's one of my doodles. It was a lot of fun. Do you guys remember that? For those of you who were here last time, remember she brought Harry? It was great. Aaron says you're going to be a grandpa at 41. Oh my! Wow. Yeah, I do. I have you guys for 2 hours every day. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Eagle Beagle. Yeah, you guys it'll get a chance to meet her. She'll come there with Harry. So Ryan, this is my short stock. So short stocks are CPRT, Gen, RHI, VNO, GPC, Play, and Ryan. And if you guys want, no, they're not gonna. The cats can't make it to the meeting. Cats don't like to be outside of the house, but the dogs love it. EIX. This is one of the folks. This is one of the utility stocks that I really like right now, and utilities have a bullish cycle between now and the end of the year. She had to spend 40 years in Persia married to me. Oh, don't say that, Jack. DLR, Digital Realty Trust, Keys. Not a lot of bullish stocks right now, folks. By the way, this stock is not ready yet. It needs to get above 295. But again, it's a watch list stock, okay? Sienna, I really like this stock. I almost gave it to you guys yesterday. The options were really so I wanted to give you guys this stock yesterday in the pit, but the options were so spready. Did you guys notice how spready the options were yesterday? It was amazing. It was amazing how spready they were. LASR, Lazar, nice looking stock right there. EXAS. It's a biotech. No, scratch this stock. It's a takeover candidate. Scratch this stock. Scratch it, scratch it. Forget I said anything. CGON. Nice trend. And last but not least, power. Yeah, options were expensive and spready, very, very spready. And Quanta Power. This is a utility stock, actually, I believe. Let me just double check. Oh, industrial. Sorry, industrial stock. Very nice industrial stock. Still above. That's actually makes it more attractive because it's not correlated as much to energies. Okay, folks, listen to me and listen to me good. I got to run. I really do got to run. I'm going to post this video in the live in the Telegram channel. Okay, if you want to catch up on the pre-morning must watch, highly recommend it. There's the link for you. Okay, folks, be careful today. I like what I am seeing. I like what I am seeing in the market. Okay. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. I like what I'm seeing in the market. I really do. I'm not, wait. What I'm saying, I like what I'm seeing in the market. I'm not getting bullish, but I like how things are turning out. I like the progression of the market. I like how we bounce back from 600 something stocks overnight. I like how momentum is bottoming out on a lot of the stocks that started going down during the beginning of the war. I like how volatility is coming off. And I like, most importantly, how crude oil is not going higher as the war is escalating. All of these are positive signs. Don't be surprised if the market, and also, the market tends to lose its posture the day before FOMC and the day of FOMC because nobody wants to make big bets ahead of the event. So expect some potential upside surprises today. Expect the market to become a little more resilient to the downside. Now, if we start escalating, if we start bombing again, if all bets are off, we're very news driven right now. But technically, I'm starting to like what I'm seeing. Not like, I'm starting to be okay. Cautiously optimistic. Cautiously optimistic. Okay? I am cautiously optimistic. Okay? And yeah, George posted everything in the chat. Thank you guys. Or maybe not. Let me post the shorts. I thought he did. Let's see. No, he posted the longs. Let me post the shorts. Let me post the shorts. Shorts are CPRT. Here. CPRT, Gen, RHI, VNO, GPC, Play, and Ryan. Bye, guys. Have a great day. Thank you all for being here and being so supportive. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great day, everybody. Bye. Cautiously optimistic is the word. Cautiously optimistic. Bye, everybody. Have a